Hello friends, welcome to Bindu Dadwal Chemistry Lessons. The topic for today is thermodynamics, internal energy and internal energy change, modes of transference of energy between system and surroundings, work, heat. So internal energy, every substance possesses a definite quantity of energy which depends upon factors such as chemical nature of substance, temperature and pressure. This is known as intrinsic energy and is represented by the symbol U. It is made of kinetic energy and potential energy of the constituent particles. The kinetic energy arises due to the motion of its particles. The potential energy arises from different types of interactions between particles and includes electronic energy, nuclear energy, energy due to molecular interaction. जो है, the sum of all forms of energy stored within a substance is called its internal energy. Although every substance has a definite amount of internal energy, but it cannot be calculated. But change in internal energy can be calculated. So change in internal energy may be considered as the difference between the internal energies of the two states. अगर यूपी प्रोडक्ट्स की इंटरनल एनर्जी और यूआर रिएक्टेंट्स की इंटरनल एनर्जी है तो चेंज इन इंटरनल एनर्जी यूपी माइनस यूआर होगी, और अगर यूपी यूआर से कम है तो इंटरनल एनर्जी चेंज नेगेटिव आएगी, और अगर यूपी ज़्यादा है यूआर से तो ये पॉजिटिव आएगी. तो इंटरनल एनर्जी जो है एक स्टेट फंक्शन है. इट डिपेंड्स ओनली ऑन द इनिशियल एंड फाइनल स्टेट्स एंड इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ द पाथ. हम अब ये इंटरनल एनर्जी की ट्रांसफ़र जो है वो किस फॉर्म में हो सकती है, तो हमारे पास दो इम्पॉर्टेंट मोड्स हैं, हीट और वर्क. अब अगर सिस्टम सराउंडिंग से ज़्यादा हॉट है तो सिस्टम से हीट जो है वो सराउंडिंग्स में डिसिपेट कर जाएगी, और इसी तरह अगर सिस्टम कोल्डर देन सराउंडिंग्स है तो सराउंडिंग्स की हीट सिस्टम को वार्म कर देंगी, और ये तब तक चलता है जब तक कि इनके बीच में टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस होता है. तो ये जो एक्सचेंज ऑफ एनर्जी है विच इज़ अ रिजल्ट ऑफ टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस इज कॉल्ड हीट. इसको हीट को हम क्यू सिंबल देते हैं. मान लीजिए आपका जो सिस्टम है उसके पास थर्मली कंडक्टिंग वॉल्स हैं और उसका टेम्परेचर TA है, और इस सिस्टम को आप एक रेजर्वॉयर हीट रेजर्वॉयर पे रख देते हैं जिसका टेम्परेचर TB है. तो क्योंकि TB रेजर्वॉयर का टेम्परेचर सिस्टम के टेम्परेचर से ज़्यादा है, हीट रेजर्वॉयर से सिस्टम की तरफ तब तक ट्रांसफ़र होती रहेगी जब तक कि दोनों का टेम्परेचर सेम नहीं हो जाता है. सो डेल्टा U विल बी Q. डेल्टा U इज इक्वल टू Q व्हेन नो वर्क इज डन at constant volume, if the volume of the system remains constant. Q is positive when heat is transferred from the surroundings to the system, and it is negative when heat is transferred from the system to the surrounding. When two bodies are in contact, the heat will flow from the hot body to cold body. The second mode of transference of energy is work. Work is said to be performed if the point of application of force is displaced in the direction of the force. If dl is the displacement, we can also say work is force into dl. There are two main types of work which we come across: electrical works, mechanical work. For example, system changes its volume in presence of external pressure in case of gases, and this work is known as pressure volume work. And vessel which has insulated walls, it's an insulated beaker or a thermos flask, and it is insulated from the surroundings so that no heat enters or leaves the system. So such a process occurs with no heat exchange with the surroundings is an adiabatic process. So let us bring a change in the internal energy of this system by carrying out some work. So we can perform this work in two manners. One way, we will rotate a paddle, and the frictional energy produced during the churning will be converted into heat energy. This continues till the temperature of the system increases from TA to TB. So the amount of work done in raising the temperature of this system from TA to TB can be calculated. If before carrying out the experiment the internal energy was UA, and after performing the experiment it's UB, then change in internal energy will be UB minus UA. Is that we can put an immersion rod in it, and the water can be, the temperature of the water can be increased by the same amount as above with the help of immersion rod. J.P. Joule found out that a given amount of work done on the system, no matter how it was done, irrespective of the path, always produces the same change of state as measured by the change in temperature of the system. For example, irrespective of the method used for converting mechanical energy to heat, every time for 4.186 kilojoules of mechanical work, exactly the same amount of heat was produced, which could raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water by 1 degree centigrade. So it's a state function because it depends upon the initial and final states and not on the path by which this change is brought about. So change in internal energy is U final minus U initial is equal to work adiabatic, and the positive sign expresses that adiabatic work is positive when work is done on the system, and if work is done by the system, the work done is negative. Then pressure volume work. It is the work done when gas expands or contracts against the external pressure, usually atmospheric pressure. To see this kind of work, let us assume a cylinder which is fitted with a frictionless and weightless piston which can exert a pressure P external on this gas, the 1 mole of a gas which is at a volume VI and a pressure P. Now, because P external, the piston or pressure of the piston is slightly greater than the pressure of the gas, because of it the gas compresses by say level dl, and when it compresses it reaches to a volume Vf when initially it was at a volume Vi. Now the change in this is the area of cross section, the area of the piston. Surface area of the piston is the area of cross section, and change in volume will be area of cross section into change displacement in the piston. So A into dl. Now during compression the piston moves the distance L, so change in volume given by L into A, area of cross section into displacement L, so change in volume Vf minus Vi is equal to L into A. Now pressure is equal to force upon area, and force will be pressure multiplied by area. So this goes up, pressure into area. Now force on the piston will be pressure on of the piston into area of cross section. If to calculate work done on the system, the movement of piston, work is equal to force into displacement. Displacement is dl. So work done will be px into A, which is force, into distance L. So A into L is change in volume, so it will be px into minus delta V, because there is a decrease in volume, and delta V is V final minus V initial, so it is negative. So minus px into delta V will give you the work done. So px is equal to, because delta V is Vf minus Vi, we can place this in place of delta V. So in this case the sign negative helps us in making the work positive, which should be according to the convention, because conventional sign says that work done should be positive for compression because work is done on the system, and work done should be negative because when work is done by the system. That is, in case of expansion work done will be negative, in case of compression work done will be positive. So if external pressure was greater than the pressure of the gas, compression occurred. But if external pressure is slightly less than the pressure of gas, the gas will expand. Work will be done by the system on the surroundings. In this case, Vf will be more than Vi and delta V will be positive. So work done will be negative as per convention. If there is no change in volume, delta V will be 0, so no work will be done by the system. So conclude, if the gas expands, Vf is greater than Vi, work done is negative, work is done by the system. If gas contracts, Vf is less than Vi, work done is positive and work is done on the system. Now, this was when pressure was constant. Now let us suppose if pressure is not constant at every stage of compression but changes in a number of finite steps, then work done on the gas will be summed over all the steps and will be equal to, work done is equal to minus sigma of Px into dV. That is, this is the first step, this is the first step, so work done is this one. Then for second step, this is the work done. So total work done will be summing up all these different steps. And so decrease in volume is dV, and dV is A into dl. Pressure is force upon area, so force is pressure into area, so P external into area. Work done will be force into distance, so P external A into dl, that is P external into dV. Now volume of the system changes by a finite quantity from initial volume to final volume, then total work done on the system can be obtained by integrating P external dV over volume change from Vi to Vf. This is the term for constant pressure. अगर हम इसको within the limits integrate करेंगे तो हम इसको Vi से Vf तक जो है वर्क डन कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. तो ऑन इंटीग्रेटिंग हमारे पास आता है वर्क डन इज इक्वल टू P माइनस P एक्सटर्नल डेल्टा V. सो इस एक्सप्रेशन में P एक्सटर्नल हर स्टेज पे P इंटरनल प्लस dP के बराबर होगा इन केस ऑफ कंप्रेशन. लेकिन अगर एक्सपेंशन हो रही होगी तो P एक्सटर्नल विल बी P इंटरनल माइनस dP. तो इन जनरल हम लिख सकते हैं P एक्सटर्नल इज इक्वल टू P इंटरनल प्लस माइनस dP, और इस तरह के प्रोसेस को हम कहेंगे रिवर्सिबल प्रोसेस. तो प्रोसेस रिवर्सिबल होगा अगर वो इनफाइनेटली स्लोली करा रहे हैं और हर स्टेज पे सिस्टम और सराउंडिंग्स इक्विलिब्रियम पे हैं. लेकिन अगर हम प्रोसेस को फास्ट कराते हैं और इक्विलिब्रियम डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है तब प्रोसेसेस को इरिवर्सिबल प्रोसेस कहते हैं, वो रिवर्सिबल नहीं होते हैं. हम इसको वर्क डन को हम इंटरनल प्रेशर से भी रिलेट कर सकते हैं. सो work done for reversible process will be minus integration of P internal into dV within the limits V1 to V2. Work reversible is equal to minus integral of P external dV within the limits V1 plus V2. तो अब P external की जगह अगर हम इसकी ये वाली एक्सप्रेशन P external is equal to P internal plus minus dP डालेंगे तो ये बन जाएगा वर्क रिवर्सिबल इज इक्वल टू, इसकी जगह हमने ये डाला P इंटरनल प्लस माइनस dP इंटू dV. अब इसको अगर हम दोनों से मल्टीप्लाई कर दें तो हमारे पास आया माइनस इंटेग्रल ऑफ P इंटरनल dV प्लस माइनस dP इंटू dV विद इन द लिमिट्स V1 टू V2. अब चेंज इन प्रेशर dP इज वेरी स्मॉल, infinitesimally small. Change in volume dV is also very small. So dP and dV, their product will also be doubly infinitesimally small and can be neglected. तो ये neglect कर दिया तो रह गया work done reversible is equal to minus P internal dV. अब P internal dV को हम P भी कह सकते हैं within the limits V1 to V2. तो आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन में हमारे पास आया था PV is equal to nRT. तो ये P ऑफ द गैस इज इक्वल टू nRT अपॉन V हो जाएगा. तो यहाँ P की जगह हम nRT अपॉन V डाल दें तो वर्क रिवर्सिबल हो जाएगा इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ nRT अपॉन V इंटू dV विद इन द लिमिट्स V1 टू V2. अब इसमें dV अपॉन V की इंटीग्रेशन जो है वो ln नेचुरल लॉग V2 अपॉन V1 होता है. तो वर्क रिवर्सिबल विल बी माइनस nRT ln V2 अपॉन V1. अब नेचुरल लॉग को अगर टू द बेस 10 करना हो तो हम 2.303 से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं. तो वर्क रिवर्सिबल इज इक्वल टू माइनस 2.303 nRT log V2 अपॉन V1। लेकिन आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन में हमारे पास ये भी बॉयल्स लॉ में कहा गया है P1 V1 इक्वल टू P2 V2 और V2 अपॉन V1 विल बी P1 अपॉन P2। तो यहाँ जो टर्म है हमारी V2 अपॉन V1, इसकी जगह हम P1 अपॉन P2 भी लिख सकते हैं। तो वर्क रिवर्सिबल कैन बी -2.303 nRT log P1 upon P2. So, of a gas in vacuum is called free expansion. It may be noted that no work is done during free expansion of an ideal gas, whether the process is reversible or irreversible. And so heat can be measured in calories. 1 calorie is 4.184 joules. 1 kilocalorie is 4.184 kilojoules. And SI unit of heat is joule or kilojoule. Work can also be measured in units ergs or joules. 1 joule is 10 raised to power 7 ergs, and SI unit of work is joule, and 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton meter or 1 kilogram meter square per second square.